twice as nice. The Gamecocks are the national champions one more time. Reaction from Omaha coming up.
And the celebration stretching all the way back home, and it's not done yet. How you can get in on the action later today.
This is about safety. It is about safety of our patrons, safety of our community.
And Capital City crackdown, a savage beating sparking immediate action in one of Columbia's hottest hospitality districts. This morning, information every parent needs to know.
Live from the WatchBox Studios. Start your day the local way with Good Day Columbia.
Good Wednesday morning to you, folks. Thanks for joining us for hour number 3 of Good Day Columbia. I'm Brian McConkey.
And I'm Janet Parker, and a wonderful hump day it is.
It is a wonderful Wednesday. For many of you, it could still be Tuesday for all we know, because your celebration after the national title win may not be over yet.
Yeah, still celebrating into the wee hours.
It could be.
All weekend long,
Some of you may be
probably
going to bed, so good night to you.
Yep.
Those of you who are actually going to go to work today,
good morning.
Good morning to you. And you already saw what happened last night. South Carolina. No drama necessary last night. They actually had this game in hand by the time the 9th inning rolled around. 5-2 over Florida, the final. Second straight national title out in Omaha. They won the last title in Rosenblatt Stadium before it shut down, and now they start the new era at TD Ameritrade with a title. How about that? Scott Wago named the tournament's most outstanding player out in Omaha as well. And, of course, we've been traveling with the Gamecocks out in Omaha during this run.
Certainly have. And just like last season, another long night of celebration in baseball's hallowed grounds. Sarah Jane Harris has the latest from Omaha this morning.
The Omaha Magic sticks around one more night here at TD Ameritrade Park. The Gamecocks clinching their second straight national championship title.
Well, I think we've used this word about 150 times this weekend or week. But we battle every game, and for a team to beat us, they're going to have to take it from us, and nobody was going to take it from us, to be honest with you. So we battled all week. We had big plays, big pitches, and we came up big.
And we've been a few times, and we've been able to win back-to-back. It's just hard to explain right now. It's just not something that you think's going to happen. You don't necessarily think it's impossible, but it's hard to imagine that. That's why I don't worry about yesterday, and I don't worry about tomorrow. I worry about what we're doing right now.
Hey, 2 is better than 1. That's what I keep saying. 2 is better than 1. And to bring our school the second national title, it's very special, and we're glad that we were able to do it.
I don't know. It's surreal. It's incredible. I mean, for what happened last year, for me to kind of jumpstart my career and to be where I am now, it's God works in crazy ways, and I think that's really the only way to explain it.
The Gamecocks now the 6th team to win back-to-back national championship baseball titles, and no doubt the fans will be asking for a third next year. In Omaha, Sarah Jane Harris, Watch Fox News.
All right, here's the tail of the tape on USC's run to the championship. They're the first team to ever go 10-0 in the NCAA tournament. Along the way, they continued a streak of 16 straight tournament wins, 11 straight wins at the College World Series. And both those streaks date back to last season's title run. Both of those, by the way, are all-time NCAA records. Wow.
I'm slowly walking over to the screen as I'm like falling asleep over there this morning. I think Janet's having the same problem too. What time did you finally go to bed?
Don't really know.
You don't know?
I really don't. I don't know.
I'm not complaining about being tired because it was fantastic, but we got to move these championship games to the weekend now.
Exactly.
Here's what's happening, folks, with your morning headlines in the weather department. Some patchy morning fog out there. Scattered thunderstorms likely this afternoon as a cold front pushes through, but you'll be inside Colonial Life Arena if any develops, so it's okay. And as far as tonight, clearing, but some patchy fog could become an issue in some spots. 73 in Columbia, Camden, 72 still in Sumter and Newberry, 70 right now in Aiken, heading into the 90s today. Not looking at any of the thunderstorm activity right now, but like I said, heating of the day, that front approaches, the potential is in store. 80 for the drive in to 87 by lunchtime and 91 at 3. We top out at 94 today. The rain chance is tapering off by this evening as we drop back into the 70s. Traffic flow is okay according to the DOT website in the metro. We'll take another look at traffic, and we'll talk more about that forecast into the weekend because I have a feeling it's going to be more than a 4th of July celebration here in the Midlands. Again, details coming up in a bit.
that celebration is going to continue, and that was seen downtown as fans hit the streets to celebrate the Gamecocks' second straight title overnight. And while the celebration in Omaha is intense, back home fans are just as happy. This morning, Emily Pace caught up with some of those in Gamecock Nation.
Winning a national title is nothing new for the USC baseball team, and the novelty hasn't worn off for fans. Downtown Columbia, a hub of excitement. Last year, the Gamecocks bringing home what some believed was the impossible. Now, skeptics becoming believers Tuesday as the Gamecocks winning their second straight College World Series.
It's what Gamecock sports has needed for many years.
It's absolutely great to see him win again. I was here a year ago, almost to the day when we won last year, first time world national champions, College World Series. And I'm honestly proud as anything to see the Gamecocks win.
But some people never doubting the abilities of the team.
I'm tired of the sports commentators hating on South Carolina. We destroyed them. Now, the first game, we battled for it. This game, there was no competition.
The celebration following Tuesday's win is the beginning to what will be another anticipated homecoming. As another season for the record books comes to an end, officials will have to make room for a second College World Series trophy at Carolina Stadium. In Columbia, Emily Pace, Watch Fox News.
Well, if you want to party with the national champs, you'll get your chance later today. For the second straight year, there will be a celebration party at the Colonial Life Arena. Doors opening up at 4 this afternoon. The team set to arrive around 5:30. Officials are requesting that fans meet at the arena. Do not wait for the team at the airport.
Also on Fox this morning, last night, probably a hard night to open a new chapter in Capital City safety, because at 11 last evening, Columbia's 5 Points, where all that celebration was happening, became off limits to anyone under 17 years old. On Tuesday, Columbia leaders announcing an emergency curfew in the hospitality district. That swift action brought about by Columbia City Council comes after teenager Carter Strange, who was also at that announcement yesterday. He was savagely beaten by 8 young people last week while jogging in 5 Points. Now, this curfew runs from 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. It covers 5 Points, Maxie Gregg Park, and the MLK Park areas. The emergency ordinance good for the next 60 days. City leaders will be giving them some time to discuss a permanent solution on this.
We don't need one more victim such as Carter in our community. We must stop. Enough is enough. Again, this is not targeted to anyone. This is a safety measure.
We need people to understand that this is not a solution. This is not an end game. This is not a panacea to the challenges of youth violence or to parental responsibility. This is a piece of the puzzle.
Police can detain any youngster they think should not be in those areas noted under this curfew. Patrols will also be beefed up to enforce it. Parents with children who repeatedly violate that curfew could also be held accountable and fined up to $1,100. So this is serious business. If you want to learn more about the curfew, the areas it covers, how it works, how it will be enforced, head to our website, click on the link for this curfew story, and get those details. It's coverage you can click on at MidlandsConnect.com.
Also this morning, Governor Nikki Haley issuing 35 vetoes on South Carolina's nearly $22 billion spending plan. At a press conference Tuesday, Haley reviewing the cuts, many of which not coming as a surprise. Haley vetoed measures that would have covered part of the costs of the First in the South 2012 Republican presidential primary. She told lawmakers in March not to use taxpayer money to cover the cost of a political contest.
We are going to have the best South Carolina presidential primary we have ever had, and we're going to do it in the way that it was intended to be, which is with private funds, where each party goes and raises the money that they're supposed to raise.
Haley also blocked funding for public television, the State Arts Commission, and $56 million for schools. Lawmakers need 2/3 votes in the House and Senate to override the governor's vetoes. Well, a 30-year South Carolina police veteran confirmed as chief of the state law enforcement division. The Senate confirming 53-year-old Mark Keel for the state's top law enforcement job on Tuesday. Keel had been director of the Department of Public Safety since 2008. He replaces Reggie Lloyd in July.
Well, a lot of business we've covered this morning.
Certainly.
And quickly.
All grounds covered.
Well, we're going to cover a lot more of that ground when it comes to the celebration.
That's right. Still to come, we're celebrating that second win.
That's right. 2 straight national titles. We can talk about this all day. I'm not going to be too upset. We're going to be actually talking to the man who built this program. Rick Garney has an exclusive conversation with Ray Tanner coming up.
You are watching Good Day Columbia with Brian McConkey. Janet Parker, Sharon Stone, and Henry Rothenberg with your weather and traffic together. Start your day the local way with Good Day Columbia.
Good morning, good Wednesday morning. Pastor Ken here. If you're not doing anything tonight, 7 o'clock, I'll be sharing a good word at the Harvest on Highway 378. Excited about tonight, our Wednesday night church. It's also a place to be if you're out our way or can get over that way. Our thought for today is this: blessed is the one who does not sit in the seat of the scornful. What does that mean, Pastor Ken? Help me a little bit. Sit in the seat of the scornful. Well, it means I've just chosen to hang out and hang around people who are scornful, to be full of scorn. You might say it this way: who really are almost like they don't like God. They kind of poke fun at God, they disregard God, they laugh about God, they joke about Christianity, they put down the Lord and His Word and all that good stuff. You know, people have a choice to write the way they want to live, but you know, I have a choice about who I live around and who I live with and who I live among. And I've found in my life, when I make the right decision to be around the right people, my life tends to end up in the right place. But when I start choosing to live my life around the wrong folks that are going the wrong way and kind of disregard for God and a light, chaffy attitude toward God, then all of a sudden my life can start moving the wrong direction. Someone said to me recently, you know, take your list of your top 10 people, and if you've got the wrong friends on there, erase them up and put in some new friends. Good idea, isn't it? Choosing your friends. Big decision, important decision. Let's pray about our friends. I'll be right back.
Need cash? Have a car title in 30 minutes or less? Let Title Bucks turn your title into bucks. This is Jim. He got $900, took 24 minutes. At Title Bucks, you don't need credit. Ashley needed $1,200, didn't want to sell her car. She was in and out in 29 minutes with Title Bucks. Title Bucks accepts almost any age vehicle and offers up to $3,500. Have a car, a title in 30 minutes or less? Then let Title Bucks turn your title into bucks.
Lord, we need some friends today. Some of us need friends. Some of us need to change some friendships. But Lord, for that to happen, we need to bring the right people into our life. Lord, I pray for everyone today who may be lonely or in a tough relationship, that you'll bring the right, good friends into their life today, Lord. Bring that beautiful person in their path today. I pray they'll recognize it. I pray you'll answer that prayer. In Jesus' name, amen.
They've done it again! Back to back for the Garnet in Black! The Gamecocks repeat!
Now, that's the voice of Gamecock baseball, Andy Demetra there, courtesy of the Gamecock Radio Network. Last night, calling the action after USC wrapped up number 2. That's what we're going to call it.
Yes. Number 3
is next.
Number 3.
But for now, it's number 2.
Certainly. And Rick Garney has an exclusive interview with the Gamecocks head coach, Ray Tanner.
Here in Omaha with Coach Ray Tanner, defending national champions and now again national championships, Coach. What does that mean to this program?
Well, it's really hard to put in words right now. It's been a great run for us, no doubt about it. To be able to win the last year at Rosenblatt and then to get out here again was phenomenal, and then we played some great baseball while we were here. It's hard to understand it right now. I can't say enough about the players between the lines. They made it happen. They did a tremendous job.
A lot of courageous performances, I would say, in this World Series between Christian Walker and Scott Winger coming up big, and I think Matt Price pitching every game possible. You can't really single out one guy, I would think.
Well, you have to have a great team to win something like this, and you can have some special players, but you got to have a bunch of them. You have a lot of guys step up, and we were able to do that. Scott Wingo was the MVP here, and what Roth did, Price, it goes on and on. John Taylor unheralded the innings that he pitched, but Christian Walker plays with a broken hand. If you can't get inspired, if you're a teammate and that doesn't inspire you, nothing will. So, things worked out great for us. We played some great baseball.
We all know about the passionate fan base for Carolina baseball, and you can see it just by looking in the stands here. I mean, what would you like to say to them?
Well, they're so special to us. The enthusiasm and emotion that they bring to Carolina Stadium, they help us win games. There's no doubt about that. They make a difference, and you can have outstanding players and coaches, but you got to have great fans too, and they make this all possible.
You know that the questions will soon start about a three-peat. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to address that for a while. We're going to try to enjoy this a little bit. You hope to have a good team every year and get into postseason. We're going to lose some key guys off of this team, but we'll try to regroup and have a good team again next year.
Coach, congratulations. Thanks again.
Thank you much.
Coach Ray Tanner, once again, the Gamecocks win again another national championship here in Omaha. At the College World Series, Rick Garney, Watch Fox Sports.
Rick and Ray.
I love it.
Being a sitcom. All right, they're not the only people talking this morning. A lot of you are sounding off on the Watch Fox Facebook page. Robert Spiner writing, I've been dreaming of this for a year now. I can die a happy man. He's a happy person this morning. A lot of people are very happy this morning. And one more comment. They don't call it Gamecock Nation for nothing. I mean, it's a very happy nation. Right now.
All of you out there think about the Gamecocks back-to-back championships. You can leave a comment on our Facebook and our Twitter pages. Always, you can also go to MidlandsConnect.com and leave them there as well. And you heard the coach say it's not just the players and the coach, it's the fans too.
Absolutely, they are. They give them a whole lot of support. So and also, if you had some interesting ways to celebrate, maybe snap some photos of that around here.
Yeah, we want to see them.
Email those to us. Let us take a look at those. We'd love to take a look and show them to everyone else here because it's certainly worth talking about.
Definitely. Well, still to come here on Good Day Columbia, cleared for liftoff one more time.
Yeah, the last time. NASA's preparation for Atlantis' final mission. Details coming up a little later.
And as far as what we're looking at here, a little bit of fog this morning, some clouds in areas and temperatures are kind of muggy in the 70s. What can we expect this afternoon? Checking that forecast in about a minute. Oh, and first, sorry, that's right. Thank you, Coleman. The kids from Camp Funtastic, the 4 to 6-year-olds, have your good day greeting. I'm still recovering from the Gamecock game last night. Work with me, folks. Here are the kids from Camp Funtastic.
The Genius Guide to the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon and Leonard are geniuses.
This is really impressive.
I have a board. If you like boards, this is my board.
But when Penny moves in next door, she gives them something new to think about.
Our babies will be smart and beautiful. Not to mention imaginary.
The Big Bang Theory expands to 5 nights a week this fall.
Columbia's own Watch Fox. Now you can get the latest news and weather updates while you drive in the car. Listen to Watch Fox News on Carolina 92.1 and 94.3 The River.
If you were hurt in a car accident,
you gotta get George.
If you've been seriously hurt and it wasn't your fault,
you've gotta get George.
I'm attorney George Sink, and my law firm helps injured people. Call us today for a free consultation.
Hurt in a car accident?
You know who to call.
You gotta get George.
If you or a loved one are injured, call George Sink Injury Lawyers at 1-800-849-SINK or look for us in your yellow pages.
Welcome back, folks. You're looking live at where all the action will be this afternoon. Colonial Life Arena as we celebrate the second Gamecock National Championship in baseball. Back-to-back champions and all the activity happening there later on this afternoon. What's happening right now traffic-wise is nothing. We are in the green on 20, 26, and 77 in the metro according to the DOT website. 73 Columbia, Florence, 71 in Orangeburg, 78 Charleston to 79 in Myrtle Beach. Those low 70s in the upstate. So temperatures off to a pretty comfortable start, but it's still kind of muggy out there. At least we're not talking about 80s because then it would be almost oppressive to start the morning hours. Just not the case. We're just shy of that. We're looking at Skywatch Doppler radar right now. A little bit of light drizzle popping up right along I-20 as you get down towards Aiken County. We still have enough energy in the upper parts of the atmosphere to help trigger a few of these showers. We're waiting on this cold front to finally move through the area as well to help finally bring some drier air. It'll still be kind of hot, but drier air will push in behind it. We did earlier, about an hour ago, have an isolated, very light shower where some of it wasn't even making it to the ground over Lake Murray. Still dealing with maybe even a little bit of drizzle if it makes it to the ground along I-20 in Lexington County. Also down towards parts of Aiken County, seeing some little patches here and there. And that stretches right along the South Carolina-Georgia border as well and continues to work its way westward along I-20. And then that's really it for right now, folks. But again, this afternoon, we'll probably see some stuff firing up. And the reason for it is, all right, you can see there's clearly drier air when we look towards the northwest. That drier air will push into South Carolina by tomorrow, promise that. But we have to wait for a cold front that's pretty much positioned right along where you can see the clouds. And by this afternoon especially, you'll be able to see the thunderstorm activity right along kind of a boundary right here, courtesy of a cold front that's taken its time moving through. Now, there's a couple things about this cold front. We've got southerly winds pushing in. That's trying to slow this thing down. This cold front's having to overpower that. It's getting a little bit of influence in the upper parts of the atmosphere from the jet stream. But the jet stream is pretty far north, so it's hitting the northeastern corner of this front. What does all that mean? Well, it's kind of bending this front out some, and that's why it's taking its time on the southern edge of it, pushing through, because all of the energy is focused more to the northern part of it, so that's why we're still dealing with another shot of showers and thunderstorms before this thing finally pushes through. Future Watch confirming, though, it looks like it's finally going to have enough strength to overpower all of this as we head towards tonight. It's going to stall out briefly this afternoon, again, battling those southerly winds. The showers and storms triggering along it, still hanging out by about 10 o'clock, but during the overnight hours, it starts to finally sweep through the area. We're looking pleasant for tomorrow and Friday before a warm front, well to our west, begins to lift northward and heat things up for the back half of the weekend. Did you get all that? I know there's a lot going on in the forecast right now. Of course, MidlandsConnect.com is where you can follow all of the changes. 94, the temperature we're looking for the high today. A west-southwest wind at 5 to 10. With that front pushing through, the chance of some thunderstorms, like I said, especially this afternoon. That pushes out tonight. A clear sky, a calm wind, some moisture on the ground. Patchy fog likely in some spots. 71 degrees, that low temperature. 7-day outlook, we're heating things up. Tomorrow's the last day of June, near seasonal, not as humid. First day of July, a little bit above average, but still not as humid. Saturday, humidity, welcome back, we missed you. Sunday,
no, we didn't.
Combustion, 99 on the 4th of July. And on Tuesday, you know, it's looking kind of nice and comfortable at 97.
My ears just perked up when you said cold front.
We missed you.
You know, we've got the Gamecocks coming back, and we're celebrating that, but we need to throw a ticker tape parade for when the humidity comes back.
It's for them instead.
Right, there you go.
But humidity, we all like humidity.
And we know there's going to be a parade. We didn't get the details.
What are you talking about?
It's going to have to happen again. So you better supply some less humid weather.
Well, we're giving
you want people to melt if there's a victory parade?
Well, we just need to make sure to do that tomorrow or Friday.
Okay.
If you do it on Saturday, I mean, can't say I didn't warn you.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Okay.
I'm just interested when you said cold front. I was just like, huh?
I mean, it's a
cold.
Right. I was like, cold front?
It's not going to be as hot. Officially has to meteorologically be called cold front, but won't really be cold front moving through.
There you go.
A cooler front. Get it?
I'll take it.
All
Cooler
right.
front.
Very good. Not as humid front.
Swell.
Swell.
Thank you.
Happy in the yellow today.
All right, folks, still to come on Good Day Columbia. Meet this week's Wendy's waiting child.
Yeah, this bright young man dreams of being an athlete when he grows up. We're going to introduce you to him when we come back. It is 7:22 on this Wednesday.
WatchBox Good Day Columbia weather is brought to you by Kaminer Heating and Air.
This piece of junk.
Aha! That's right, young lady. It's fixed right or it's free.
Kaminer Heating and Cooling will give you quality service at a quality price, backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Want comfort in your home? Call Kaminer today.
Run, jump, fly, adventures in action. The new summer experience at Adventure puts you in the role of action adventure star. Balance atop a snowboard simulator. Test your agility on the walls of the climbing canyon. Visit the Kung Fu Forest or take a spin on a fly cycle. It's fun, physical, adventure-style family fun. Bring your best moves and get into the action. Run, jump, fly. Adventures in action. Now through September 11th. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 5 and noon to 5 on Sundays. Proudly sponsored by Watch Fox and the Real Yellow Pages.
Injured in a car wreck, is it better to settle or go to court on your claim? The scales of justice go back and forth. Think Green, Attorney Bill Green. We know how much you should get for your injuries. If we could settle, that would be best. But if we have to, we'll go to court and make them pay. And we charge nothing until you get paid. Nothing. Car wreck, settlement, courtroom. You know what we can do. Think Green, Attorney Bill Green.
Call 771-2455.
It's an event so big, we couldn't keep it all inside. Nissan's National Tent Event is ending with $500 additional bonus cash on top of existing offers on Nissan Altima. With $500 bonus cash, get up to $2,250 total cash back. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your local Nissan dealer today. Hurry, Tent Event absolutely ends June 30th.
$7:24 here on Good Day Columbia on this Wednesday morning, and every week on Wednesdays we highlight a child in need of a forever home here in South Carolina.
That's right, very critical issue. And this week, Sharon Stone introduces you to Kyshawn. The Gamecock fan wants to move from foster care to family care.
Kyshawn is a friendly and energetic 10-year-old. He's quite polite.
Yes, ma'am.
He's doing well in school and his favorite subjects.
Reading and math.
Kyshawn is also learning how to cook.
I say my favorite is chicken.
This 10-year-old likes riding his bike and being outside. He thinks about being adopted by a family who will support his interests.
The family, whenever, if I get home from school and I want to play sports, somebody will play sports with me.
When he grows up, he would like to be a football player. That's not the only sport he's a fan of right now.
The Gamecocks rule.
Kyshawn is in foster care, but we can change that. For more information about this week's Wendy's Waiting Child, call the South Carolina Department of Social Services at 1-888-227-3487 or head to MidlandsConnect.com.
And Kyshawn can tell the future, too.
Certainly.
The Gamecocks rule,
Gamecocks rule, that's right. Very well-mannered.
He's going to wake up a happy little boy today, I have a feeling.
Definitely. His team there, bring home the victory.
Yeah, very polite little fella.
Yeah, his little hands crossed. He's very, very well-mannered.
He likes math.
Yeah.
That's not something you hear from young people very often. That's a good thing, though, because more and more people do need to get involved with that. He also likes going to the movies as well.
Of course.
So I bet he'd like to watch a little baseball, too.
I'm sure. May have watched a little baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you missed this week's segment or you just like to catch it again or maybe learn more about